Hello guys, once again welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV, your number one podcast channel dealing with sports, education and entertainment. Guys, welcome back to EPL Match Week 29, and also it's the weekend for the FA finale, which will be between Liverpool and Newcastle, guys. So without further ado, I'm your super host at Dennis Keton. Let's jump straight to it. As we always do, guys, this is how the results for Match Week 28 fared. On your screen, those are the results. Of course, we had a big game, guys. We had Manchester United facing Arsenal. The match ended 1-1, even though Manchester United played a very, very good game in that match. So the match ended 1-1. We saw Chelsea winning 1-0 to Leicester City. We saw Wolves drawing their match. We saw Newcastle winning their match. We saw Tottenham drawing to Bournemouth, guys. We saw Fulham losing their match, guys. On the other hand, guys, we saw Brighton continuing with their impressive form of winning like in 6 consecutive games that they have played so far, guys. Yes, those were the results of Match Week 28. Also, we had the Champions League, guys, round of 16 final games of elimination, guys. So we saw 2 teams from England qualifying for the Champions League quarterfinals. Liverpool was eliminated, guys, by PSG on penalties. On the other side, we saw Aston Villa and Arsenal qualifying. Arsenal qualified with an aggregate of 9 goals, guys. On the other hand, Aston Villa also qualified after winning their last match by 3-1. In the Europa League, guys, we saw Manchester United qualifying after winning their final game, guys, against the Spain team by 4-1. Yes, Bruno Fernandes scored a hat-trick in that match, guys. Then also we saw Tottenham also qualifying in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. In the Conference League, we saw Chelsea also qualifying by winning 1 goal in their final match, which means the aggregate was 3-1, guys. So what this means for England, it's good news, which means they're trying to improve their coefficient points, which also is good news to them, considering that if that will happen, if they will have a good coefficients point, it will mean that they will have 5 slots in the Champions League next season, guys. So yeah, those are some of the results. That's what happened, guys. And on your screen, those are the fixtures of how the quarterfinals will be faring up. You find that Arsenal have been paired by Real Madrid once again. I don't know how it will go. You see that Aston Villa have been paired they have been given PSG. Let's see how that goes. Yes, in many other fixtures, guys. So let's jump to this, guys. Match Week 29, guys. It's also another super weekend, a weekend whereby, guys, we'll see that Arsenal will be welcoming Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium. So the first match in this match week will be Everton versus Westham. Yes, Everton, a team that so far under David Moyes. By the way, congratulations to David Moyes. He's officially the Premier League coach of the month. He's been playing very well. He's actually managed to catapult Everton from relegation zone to at least now they're proceeding to the safe zone. So as they will be facing West Ham, guys, this is not going to be an easy match. I feel like Everton will be at home and they'll be bringing everything on the deck and ensuring that they do everything possible to grab some point on this one. So Beto, I suspect that he will be on the score sheet today, hoping that Calvert-Lewin will step up. Brentford at the back and Pickford will ensure that the defense and the goalkeeper and the goalpost is well guarded. So this is a match whereby, guys, I feel like it's gonna be a tough one. On West Ham side, I know that the attacking front of Bowen, Kudus and the rest, and Paqueta, they will be trying to make sure that things work out for them, but this is not going to be easy. So this one I'm going to give it to Everton to win it by 2-1. Then Ipswich will be welcoming Nottingham Forest, guys. So as Ipswich will be welcoming Nottingham Forest, Ipswich are coming into this game after losing their last match, whereas Nottingham Forest, they were playing against Mancity, a game whereby Carlson Hudson-Odoi ensured that match ended in 1-0. Yes, they won against Mancity in Match Week 28, so they are coming into this match motivated. Remember in the first leg when the two teams met, Chris Wood scored the solo goal, so that match ended 1-0. So this time round, as they will be visiting Ipswich, I feel like nothing different will happen. I feel like Nottingham are coming to this game to win it. So give Nottingham Forest to win it by 3-1. Then Man City at Etihad Stadium, guys, they will be welcoming Brighton, guys. Man City are coming into this match, guys, having having fared poorly, guys, in match week 28, they lost to Nottingham Forest, guys. So they're coming into this match ready to make wrongs of whatever they did. Remember in the first leg when the two teams met, guys, this match ended by 1-0. Brighton won that match, guys, if I recall very well. Was it 1-0 or 2-1? Yes, but Brighton won that match, guys. So the big question is, can Man City pull a revenge? Can they actually correct the mistakes which they did in the first leg? It's gonna be hard, but considering that Brighton are enjoying a form of their lifetime, they've actually won like 6 games consecutively. In those 6 games, they have won against Chelsea back-to-back. They eliminated Chelsea, and again, they won against Chelsea in the Premier League. So that means that Brighton is a team you really wanna keep close. You really wanna make sure that you follow them closely. So as they will be welcoming Man City, a team that is very good with in their attacking, but their defense is currently wanting because they have been conceding a lot of goals. On the other side, Brighton also with João Pedro leading them of late. He's been in his best form of scoring goals. And don't forget Danny Welbeck, a person who is a game changer. He can always come to a game and pose the threats and do the unthinkable. So as the two teams will meet, guys, I'm going with a 2-2 draw in this one. Then Southampton will be welcoming Wolves, guys. So Southampton, guys, a team that is almost facing relegation. It's not been their season in the EPL this season. So as they will be welcoming Wolves, a team that is coming motivated after drawing in match week 28. I feel like this is gonna be a Wolves game to win. I'm gonna give Wolves a chance to win it by 2-1. Yes, Kuna is still suspended, which means he will not feature in this match. Still, Bournemouth to welcome Brentford. Bournemouth are coming into this match after losing an opportunity to win their match against Tottenham in match week 28. Remember that match they started by scoring 2 goals, but they actually left. They dilly-dallied and Tottenham were able to equalize those 2 goals and the match ended 2-2. So as they will be welcoming Brentford, a team that also plays well whenever they want. It's not going to be an easy one. I feel like this one, it's going to be a home stretch. It's going to be tricky. So hopefully that Kluivert will be trying to do whatever he does. On the other side, Wisa and Beumo will always try to combine as the super combo to make sure that Brentford win it. But this one, I'm not seeing any winner in this. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Then the biggest match of the weekend, guys, on Sunday. Sunday, we have 3 matches. So the first match on Sunday will be Arsenal versus Chelsea. Yes. So when you hear this, Arsenal versus Chelsea, guys, stats are there on the screen, guys. The last 10 matches which these two teams have played, Arsenal have had the better of Chelsea. Arsenal have actually won 10 times. In the last 10 games they've played, Arsenal have actually won 6 games and drawn 3, whereas Chelsea has only won once. So in the Premier League, the last time they met in the first leg, guys, the match ended in a draw. So the big question, and remember last season, Arsenal were able to, in the last leg, guys, Arsenal demolished Chelsea by 5-0. We all remember that. So as the two teams are going to meet this time round, guys, they're meeting at a time whereby for now, I think Arsenal still wants to pile pressure on Liverpool, but the gap is so huge, which is actually causing problems with their motivation towards trying to clinch this season's trophy. But regardless of that, Chelsea is a team that wants to secure a spot in the Champions League next season. And that means that they will need to leave no stone unturned in this match. So they will be bringing their A game in this one. So speaking of Chelsea have had not a good run, of course. In the last 5 games, guys, they have won 2, they have lost 2, they have drawn 1. So that means that they still have a lot of work to do. Their main talisman, who has been carrying them throughout the season, this is Cole Palmer, has not been in his best form of late since December last year. So hopefully that he regains his form. Remember, in the last match which they played in the EPL, guys, against Leicester, he got a penalty and he lost his first penalty, guys, for Chelsea. Basically in the Premier League. So that actually accumulated the bad form or the poor form that he's been on. But he's been working, he's been training, he's been doing everything possible to return back to the game. Hopefully he will be able to return. We are rooting for him. We hope that he will be back and do amazing things, guys. So on the other hand, we see that Susurela is a boy on form. He's been scoring. He scored in 2 consecutive games and he's actually been playing very well in as a wing back, guys. So hopefully let's see whatever he's gonna bring on the table as the two teams are going to meet. Speaking of Arsenal guys, right now they have a challenge of their talisman of their striker. Of course, Kai Havertz got an injury in the Saudi. Jesus is unavailable, so they're depending on Moreno. But that's not to say that Chelsea have a striker, because even Chelsea, their main talisman, of course, got an injury, and chances are he will be out until the rest of the season. That Nicholas Jackson. So the two teams don't have like reliable strikers, but for Chelsea they will be relying on Kuku, they will be relying on Cole Palmer, and of course on João Pedro. So let's see how that happens. So I was speaking about Arsenal. Arteta has been quoted to saying that this is going to be a very electrifying game, a very great game, and a game that will leave no stones unturned. So I feel like Arsenal fans are actually rooting for this game. Whenever Arsenal and Chelsea meet, it's always a London derby. So the big question is, what color will London be at the end of that match? Will it be blue or will it be red? So let's wait and see how it happens. Saka is making progress. He's back and he's making progress. Hopefully he will return soon. But having said that, I feel like Arsenal are coming into this fixture having drawn in the Champions League 2-2 against PSV, and also drawing with Manchester United in match week 28. So those are two consecutive draws. So I don't know whether that is going to affect them as they will be facing Chelsea. Chelsea, a team that still also wants to correct the mistakes that they've been having. So this is going to be a difficult match even for me to predict. But regardless of that, guys, allow me to go with a straight draw. I'm going with a 2-2 draw, but anything is possible in this game, considering that this is a match whereby both teams want to grab some point, guys. Yes, then let's talk about Fulham versus Tottenham, another London derby, guys. As the two teams will be facing each other. Remember, Fulham lost their match in match 27, Tottenham drew, so both teams want some points. So the two teams are going to meet, guys. It's not going to be an easy one, but they are going to fight to the nail to ensure that they get their points. So in this one, I'm going to give it a 2-2 draw. Then the last match in match week 29 will be Leicester versus Manchester United. Manchester United are coming into this match, guys, motivated, especially after winning after winning their match, guys. So in the Europa League against Real Sociedad. So hopefully that is going to be a motivation for them, and especially for Bruno Fernandes after garnering his hat trick. So let's see whatever happens in this one. So as they're going to face Leicester, a team that they're fond of scoring goals against, I hope that it's going to be a game changer. So what Leicester needs to do is try to improve on their defense so that they don't concede a lot of goals. It seems like Manchester United are on the route of scoring goals right now. They have actually found their footing in the last stage of the league. So as the two teams are going to meet, guys, this one allow me to give it to Manchester United to still win it by 3-1. Then that marks the end of match week 29. Of course, you've realized that there are 9 games, not 10, because there is a finale between Liverpool and so in the FA finale, as the two teams are going to meet, Liverpool are coming into this match with pain after being eliminated in the Champions League with PSG. So they will be facing Newcastle in this FA finale, guys. I feel like Arne Slot wants to secure his first trophy for Liverpool, and he will be going for it. He will be fighting for it. On the other side, Newcastle have been working so hard this season. They have been trying to correct the mistakes which they started with. So hopefully they are also not going to give it they're not going to give Liverpool an easy ride on this one. So with that, I believe that Liverpool are coming into this match fired up and ready to win. Newcastle are also fired up and ready to win. So we are talking about Salah versus Isak, or Darwin Núñez versus Isak. So the two frontliners, especially Salah and Isak, these are two strikers who you don't actually want to leave them dilly-dallying at the goalpost, because they will convert their chances. So if the two teams will meet, guys, I actually want to confirm that I'm going to be behind Liverpool to win this, because they have everything possible. They can do it, but they need to improve. They shouldn't play the way they played against PSG, because PSG outclassed Liverpool. They outplayed them, and they drew them at the corner, so they couldn't actually do anything. So if Newcastle can borrow from that, they will actually have a better chance. But I know Liverpool, they always make a comeback, and this one they will make a comeback. So give Liverpool a chance to win it by 2-1. Yes, they will be the new champions of the FA this season. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for keeping it the Gatekeepers TV, your #1 podcast channel. Until next time, guys, remember to subscribe. I'm